Imagine being born into a world where honor isn't a choice. It's a chain you carry from cradle to grave. Till I was born in a cramped Parisian alley, the youngest of five, my father a tanner and my mother always tired. From the moment I could walk, I was told my life would be dedicated to something greater than myself, a musketeer of the king. At first, it sounded glorious. Swords, horses, loyalty, adventure, but reality has a way of twisting dreams into burdens. I trained relentlessly. My fingers blistered gripping a wooden sword before I ever touched steel. The mornings were brutal, the cold seeping into my bones as we drilled until our legs could barely hold us upright. I was praised for my skill, yet every compliment was a subtle reminder. No mistakes, no weakness. A musketeer cannot falter. At 15, I received my first real blade, and with it my first taste of fear. Not the fear of battle, but the fear of court politics. Every maneuver, every duel wasn't just about skill, it was about survival. One misstep, one insult to the wrong noble, and your life could end silently in a dark alley. My first mission wasn't a heroic charge or daring rescue. It was shadowing a corrupt tax collector, watching, learning, and reporting back. Boring, terrifyingly so. The life of a musketeer is less sword fights and duels and more relentless, exhausting obedience. By 20, I was on missions that tested more than my courage. Espionage, guarding ungrateful royals, fetching messages in the dead of night through rain and snow. My uniform was heavy, my boots soaked, my stomach empty. Every day I carried the weight of expectation heavier than my sword, and yet I couldn't complain. The king's favor is fleeting, and a musketeer without favor is nothing but a body waiting for a blade. Friendship among musketeers is a curious thing. You bond over hardship, you fight side by side, yet every man's ambition is a shadow lurking behind every toast. Trust is precious and dangerous. I learned that lesson when a mission went wrong and one of my comrades, desperate for recognition, nearly abandoned me to a band of thieves. I survived barely, and the taste of betrayal lingered longer than any wound. As years passed, I aged, my hair graying, my body scarred. The sword that once felt like an extension of my arm became a reminder of the endless marches, the duels, the betrayals, the boredom, the politics, the hunger, the cold, the fear. I had saved lives, sure, but mostly the lives of nobles who never knew my name. I was a shield, a shadow, a servant in shining boots. And when death finally came, it was not on a battlefield under roaring cannons, nor in a heroic duel with a notorious villain. No, I fell in a quiet Paris alley, poisoned by a plot I hadn't even seen coming, while delivering a message I'd carried faithfully, faithfully, faithfully. My last thought wasn't glory, it was relief. Relief that the chains of honor were finally broken, that the endless parade of duty and danger had ended. Being a French musketeer isn't about courage. It isn't about adventure. It's about endurance, obedience, and the hollow echo of a name that will never be remembered. And that truly sucks. If you want, I can also write an even longer, ultra-detailed version covering every stage of your life as a musketeer with tons of role-playing moments like first duel, first mission, court intrigue, and final betrayal. It would feel like a full epic from birth to death. Do you want me to do that?